It's time for Around the Ozarks in 5, brought to you by the Butterfly Palace. Have the best day ever at the Butterfly Palace. Springfield Green County Park Board, reminding you to go play. Roto-Rooter Plumbing and Drain Service. Call Southwest Missouri's best plumber today for a free estimate. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Well, good morning. It is Diana, yours truly, here with us today with my guest co-host. We've got Scott Ellis. I'm so excited to have you join me. Thanks, Scott.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. And you're with St. Jude, right?
Absolutely. And I cover the Springfield Ozarks area.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I'm thrilled to have you on the show today, filling in for Ethan and Sarah. Sarah is traveling and Ethan is expected to be back tomorrow. So let's start with some news. A fire broke out at Ozark Hardwood Pellets, a pellet manufacturing plant that produces the bulk of our heating and grilling pellet fuels, located in Seymour, Missouri, on Tuesday evening. Over a dozen fire departments responded to the fire and 2 buildings caught fire, one now controlled, but the second building is reported to burn for days. The Southern Webster County Fire Protection District reports that they and the city of Seymour Fire will remain on standby until further notice. The Webster County Fire Protection District asks the public, please avoid the area. Don't go gawking at this.
Yeah.
Luckily, no one was injured in the buildings, or no one was in the buildings at the time, and there's no injuries. So, close call,
Good news.
Yeah. And other news, the city of Springfield has completed its 2-phase implementation of OpenGov. It's a new cloud-based budgeting and transparency portal and purpose-built to power more effective and accountable government. OpenGov, it displays all kinds of data, including financial dashboards, reports, Springfield Police Department figures, audits, and explanatory videos that are all accessible to the public on the city of Springfield website. So if you want to go check it out, check out springfieldmo.gov/open data. So how about that for transparency?
Cool. Yeah, I like that because we can see where the money in Springfield's going, what kind of projects they're working on. You know, we always wonder where our tax money is going. So it's nice to be able to kind of get some transparency for Springfield and the Ozarks region.
Yeah, absolutely. It's pretty interesting. I was looking it up on my phone and I'm like, oh, wow. Okay. So year over year data for the funds and the budget. Like you can actually see, you can't probably see it on my phone, but it's pretty cool to be able to get in and see all of the data there. So cool.
It is pretty neat. This is also really cool. I remember hearing about this website a few years back. It's called All Things Diverse SGF. It's a website that's a one-stop shop for all things diverse in the greater Springfield, Missouri area. Now they have an app. All Things Diverse SGF's mission is to build and grow the community of Springfield by connecting them to businesses, professionals, resources, and organizations from diverse backgrounds. By working together and sharing resources, they feel like they can assist the greater Springfield in growing economically and culturally. All Things Diverse SGF's app showcases a rich diversity in Springfield, Missouri by featuring ethnic businesses, resources in Springfield like barbershops, beauty shops, different ethnic restaurants. This app even has the ability to help college students with recruitment, networking, and retention of diversity in the greater Springfield area through All Things Diverse SGF's partnership with Missouri State and Drury University, which I think is much needed here in the Ozarks.
Wow. I think that's awesome because I know I try to be intentional about shopping local, supporting local, and even those more diverse locally owned businesses. Like they worked hard to get to where they're at. And so I think it's good to be able to support them. That's neat.
Yeah, we absolutely need to support them. This is also cool. The Missouri Job Center's Hit It Out of the Park hiring event is today. It's Tuesday, February 8th at the Springfield Cardinals training facility. Now, according to the Missouri Job Center, this is the largest hiring event that they've ever hosted with 65 employers participating. Now, this job fair is made possible through Missouri Job Center's partnership with Springfield Cardinals. So if you want to know more, you can head to Missouri Job Center Ozark Region's Facebook page, and you can see the full list of participating employers.
Very cool. A good opportunity. Well, are you ready? Okay. I had to do like my cheerleading move. The Ozark High School Cheerleading team is heading to Orlando, Florida for the National High School Cheerleading competition. I am so excited for them. It says the UCA National High School Cheerleading Championship takes place this weekend at the ESPN Wide World of Sports in Orlando, Florida. Ozark High School, way to go. I never was a cheerleader, but I really feel like I missed my calling in life because I'm such an encourager and I'm pretty
Yeah.
enthusiastic, but we moved around too much for me to ever get plugged in too long at something. But have you ever done anything like this, Scott?
I mean, we got really lucky in high school and we got invited to the MFA Oil Championship for basketball. And I got to play with a bunch of future NBA players, but they're all retired now, if that shows you my age. So, but it was very cool in the early 2000s to get to go do that. So,
Oh, so neat. Well, cool.
the Dickerson Park Zoo, they want to get you game day ready before the big game coming up on Sunday. So come to the zoo this Saturday, February 10th, in full Chiefs spirit, decked out in your best Kansas City Chiefs gear. Or if you're a Swiftie, you can do your best Taylor Swift attire and you'll receive half off general admission. And that even goes towards the Friends of the Zoo membership. So what's your favorite animal to go see at the zoo, Diana?
Oh man, I love spotted creatures. The cheetahs and the giraffes. I'm super tall, so I mean I love giraffes anyways, but and the capybara. Like they have the world's largest rodent that they are just the
Oh,
cutest
wow.
little things. So they're like I can't even describe really what they are, but they are just so cute. They got big buck teeth and they're pretty fun to watch at the zoo as well. So they're where the hippo exhibit used to be. So
I'm
how
jealous.
about you?
You took the giraffe right out of my mouth. That's what I was going to say. I love giraffes. I find them to be so I don't know, odd, but also comforting to see them just kind of walking around, kind of get grazing. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, majestically, galloping across the
Yes.
yards.
All right, so we all know the big game. Super Bowl 58 is only a few days away, coming up on Sunday. And if you watched Wake Up Weather with Abby Dyer this morning, you may already have learned this. But during Abby's brain twister trivia question, she asked, how much was the average ticket price for the very first Super Bowl? Now, the very first Super Bowl, of course, was in 1967. The Green Bay Packers took on our Kansas City Chiefs. So think about your answers real quick. The
I have no
average
idea.
ticket price, $12.
Stop it.
$12 to get into the Super Bowl for Super Bowl one.
That's crazy.
It's,
What a steal of a deal.
I don't think you could buy a
Inflation is
hot
a real
dog.
thing.
You couldn't buy a hot dog at this year's Super Bowl. Now, if you compare that to the average price for the Super Bowl ticket in 2020, it was $6,370.
Ooh,
I didn't
oof.
spend that much on my first car.
Right?
This year's prices are a little just as crazy. The average
Oh.
price is from $5,000 to more than $30,000 to get into the Super Bowl this year to see the 49ers take on the Chiefs.
Wow. And I'm guessing those $5,000 seats are like way nosebleed, like you need binoculars to be able to see.
And there might be like a beam in front of you blocking your
Right?
view.
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't even include hotel, food, airfare, gasoline if you're driving. I mean, that's a commitment for sure.
Absolutely.
Well, we've got the big game coming up, but what else is coming up? It's a very important holiday, gentlemen. If you have a lady in your life, romantic lady, Valentine's Day. It is less than 1 week away. And I know sometimes holidays and special events can sneak up on us. So here's your reminder. Get your special person something. And according
Brian, you're listening?
Right. Yeah. Mark it, set an alarm, all the things. So according to the National Retail Federation, the top Valentine's Day gift coming in at number 1, candy.
Yeah.
I bet most of it is chocolate, right? Number 2 is cards. So get a card to go with the candy.
Don't forget that.
Number 3, flowers. Roses, I'm sure, are a great idea. And number 4, a dinner date. And number 5, jewelry. So get
just the mainstays,
Of
just
course.
the main things. If you do those 5 things, I feel like no matter if you're in the doghouse or whatnot, that will help get you out, right?
Right. So obviously all are very common gifts, But you guys, it's nice to go out of the box. Ladies like to be surprised, and we encourage you to be creative and thoughtful and have fun thinking of gifts for your Valentine. And don't forget the other people in your life, like our kids. I love to try to get our kids a Valentine's box and all of that. So do you have a favorite Valentine's like gift that you've received or that you've given, Scott?
I think given would probably be, I shouldn't say it's the most creative. Instagram got me. Okay. It was one of those picture boxes. Now it looks like a little present that you take the lid off of, but when you open it up, it springs apart with photos of us as a couple were inside, but it also had these spring hinged butterflies that shot out and surprised her and then flew up in the sky. And I got a video of it as she opened it up, and it was just pure shock as she opens up this present. And it kind of like, it was like a blooming onion, but there was all pictures. So.
Oh my goodness, you're such a good guy. That sounds great.
Thanks, Instagram. I appreciate it.
If my husband's listening, that would be really fun. I've never had anything like that. I don't know if I can. I mean, we always try to do a little dinner out. We don't like competing with Valentine's Day just because it's crazy. Plus, Brian he popped the question on February 13th. So we've kind of always celebrated on the 13th instead of the 14th. So
you guys have your very own Taylor Swift Day, 13th.
We do. Yeah, exactly. And then we, don't forget President's Day is coming up, which we do celebrate President's Day. So don't forget all the holidays coming up. We've got the big game, the Super Bowl. We've got Valentine's Day less than a week away. And then we got President's Day coming up soon. So here we go.
Need a day off.
Right. All the holidays. But that's all we got for today. Happy Thursday. Thank you so much, Scott, for filling in. Any plugs you want to give for St. Jude, or tell us a little bit about St. Jude?
Yeah, just real quick. We have our Dream Home campaign coming up. That's going to be on. Tickets go on sale April 11th. So $100 ticket could get you a chance of winning an awesome dream home. Thanks to Wes Aller and Aller Building Company. They're building us an amazing home right here in Springfield for the 20th anniversary of our campaign, 20 years here in Springfield. And it's all thanks to people like you who have made it possible. So thank you. Dreamhome.org to get your ticket coming up April 11th.
Oh, so cool. And it goes to such a great cause for everything that you guys do. I've had friends that have benefited from St. Jude. So such a great organization. So thanks for joining me today. Yeah. And we wish you guys around the Ozarks a great rest of your day. Bye.
Yeah.